Hey guys, how's it going? I had to come out here and put some wood in the fire. It just about out, and I want to keep the shop warm for when I can get out here later. I've had my hands full with my dad. I guess I gotta say this again in my videos or whatever. Every day I get some sort of message on some platform, whether it be email, text message, Facebook. I'm not currently taking on work. I have way too much going on. If I turn you down, I mean, I've got some things that I'm keeping in, doing for content or trades or whatever. I've got a Dalmar that he's a viewer of the channel, good friend of the channel, that I've made arrangements to do that, gosh, probably 8 months ago, and I still haven't got to that saw. But he doesn't need the saw. I've already talked to him about it. It's whenever I get to it. I've got a 021. I was supposed to do an 025 thing too. Lost interest on that. I don't really have the willpower or the want to do that. And I talked to the person that owns that, and we're probably just going to ship it back. And I got a 400 that I'm taking on. Be doing that for the gentleman that bought the 462. He liked the 462 so much that he wants me to do a 400, and it's been a while since I've done one on the channel, so I'm going to do that up. And then I got it's either a 4910 or 501 that I'm doing for the gentleman that makes this them awesome air filters for the 4910s and 501s for Alex there. I can't remember if he said it was I haven't opened the box. It showed up the other day. I'll be doing that right after I'm done dinking with the FCO. The 400's no rush on that either, but I'll probably do the 400 probably after I redive, because that's mine. It keeps getting pushed off. I want to dive back into it and do a different thing, but if I don't take on a saw when you guys message me, it doesn't mean I'm mad at you or I don't like you. Dad just keeps going downhill. I'm his caregiver. He's totally 100% dependent on me. He cannot stand. He can't even sit up out of bed. He can't even sit up in his bed to put a t-shirt on or anything. I have to tip him up, take his shirt off, put a new one on him. He's fully incontinent, so I have to deal with all that. Basically, it's like I'm dealing with a mentally challenged with the dementia, which is absolutely horrible disease. I wouldn't wish that upon my worst enemy. It's absolutely gut-wrenching to see what he's going through. And then to complicate it, with all the mini strokes and stuff that he's had, but he can't walk, he can't sit up. I have to blend all his food pretty much. Every now and then I can get him to eat something on his own. Typically about the only thing that he'll eat on his own is super soft stuff, like I can hand him a banana. I have to peel it for him, but I can hand him a banana. He'll eat a banana on his own. Every now and then, if we're having a really, really good day, I can get him to eat something on his own. But other than that, I have to blend it up into like the texture of applesauce, and I have to spoon feed him to keep him going. It's absolutely horrible. If he needs a bath, I have to either physically pick him up, put him in the tub, scrub him up, physically pick him back up out of the tub, put him in the wheelchair, and then wheel him back in. The days of me just putting him in the truck and going somewhere over, it's just a downward cycle. seeing how he's in the last 2 years watching him. It's just horrible to see somebody go through what he's going through. So 99% of my time is taking care of him. I get to come out here and there when he's sleeping, or when my wife, sometimes the wife will give me a break. She'll watch him, and then if there's a problem, she can come out and get me or whatever. I don't really get much help from my brothers. I mean, the one, he works all the time, and he stops out, I don't know, twice a month, 3 times a month maybe. And the other one don't ever stop out and see him at all. And I think part of that is, I think it's too hard for them to see the condition that the old man's in. And it's hard on me too. But I'll do what I gotta do for him. Kind of feels weird talking about it in the video there. But I just thought maybe if you guys knew what was going on behind the scenes, you'll get a better understanding of why the videos have slowed down, and my content's not what it used to be. And it's just rough. You know, when he gets up and I get up, it's the biggest hurdle throughout the day is to actually get food in him, because there's days he won't eat or drink, and then there's days that he will, but I really got to work at it to get him to eat. Some days it's all I get out of him is just head nods, yes and no answers, and then, you know, it's hard when he doesn't even know who I am. And then there's days that he knows who I am, and then there's days he thinks he's 15 years old. It's just an absolute horrible. I guess it's a disease. I don't know. He was a machinist all my life growing up, and he was like a human calculator. The stuff I seen him make and build, you know, in my youth was awesome. That's what I want to remember of the old man. But it's just, you know, it's not that I don't like you guys or whatever. It's just my hands are completely filled. It's I think with this stuff here to take my mind off all the bullshit of life, basically. But I know what's coming around the corner for him, and I'm not looking forward to that either. But so it's nothing to do with you guys. I'm just trying to do me and keep the old man alive as long as I can. It's like last night he had a super off night. It goes in waves. Like 2 years ago, I'd get like a week of like somewhat like how he used to be. Like back when he was in real good, we used to, you know, saying that he suffered from CRS, which you can't remember shit, and it's just getting, as his brain deteriorates, it's just horrible. I get less and less up cycles is what I call it, and I seem to be getting more and more down cycles, and he wants to spend more and more time sleeping as well, instead of lately all he wants to do is sleep and watch TV. So I hate making a video like this, but to get off that topic because it's too painful, I was coming out here to put wood in the fire, And then I cut the back of this out, got this all trimmed out. I think I can weld the tab after I get. Well, I'm gonna wait and see how it runs, but I think I can weld the tab with a thicker tab here and drill and tap it. And I think I can set this right on there and cut this out and put this all down and tighten it down so it'll look a little better. And then where the original switch used to be was right, this off there. This went here. And I'm only running one mount, but this is plastic. This is aluminum, plus it sits firm across there. This is notched out for the throttle. This had this little stopper here, but this was where the switch was, and it sat flush. I was gonna drill and tap this and put an echo switch right here to turn it on and off, but when this cover's on it, it's kind of hard to get to. I'm thinking about cutting. I think there's room right here. I'm thinking about taking the original switch and just notching out the cover and snapping it right there, and then I might have to lengthen the wires to get them to it. I might be able to put them in. Actually, I might go diagonal. Yeah, I think I'll go diagonal. I think there's room to go diagonal, then I can tuck the wires right in behind it. If not, that's always an option. I'd have to take one of them switches out of one of my Echoes, but I guess it really wouldn't be that bad to reach in. Well, of course, with that filter on, it would be. So I guess I could still drill a round hole and put an Echo. I just thought this flush mount one would be a little better. But it's just, I challenged Tant to this. Pretty much take my mind off shit, He's probably going to kick my butt on this. Which, if he does, he does, but I don't know if I told you guys this. This only has about 160 pounds of compression, too. Check this out. With the way I did that chamber, from like right here all the way up is now part of the combustion chamber. And while I've got that TIG out from doing this, I'm almost half tempted to fill in the back side of this. The thing that scares me is if I get this too hot and I blister this, I'm freaking screwed. These cylinders are about $110. But I don't want to block anything to the plug. I'd rather come in there. I think if I filled that, because essentially this whole thing is the chamber now, and I think I made it a little bit too big. I would like about 180 is what I would like on this. And I still think my coil's acting up, but I want to get together and run it some more. See, there's a tear here. I kind of pushed this back to see if there was. I don't see any marks on the plug wire. I'm not sure what has done that, but we might tape that up. But yeah, we'll do some more thinking on it throughout the day. Because I'm waiting on parts. I need a carb kit. I don't know what got all over my bench or something. It's not leaking out of this. Shit, I don't know. But I'm thinking about welding up a little bit on the chamber. Maybe taking the risk. Like I said, I'd like this to be about 180. I did thin this a little bit so it clears the throttle rod and the back of the tank. I do know when I pull on it hard it's going to come up and contact it, but you know, it ain't no different than bottoming it out in here. So I don't think it's going to, I mean, that thing's pretty sturdy. I guess I didn't need to cut all this out. I cut this out to get more flow up through the, and I notched all the air out of there to try to get more up through when it had the stock thing, but now what to do with it. This is, and I reworked this. I took all the bumps and stuff out, but I didn't like the fact that it had to come down and make a harsh turn into it. I think what I made here is just going to flow so much better, and the amount of time, which I really didn't mind putting the time into it, because another thing just took my mind off my normal life, you know, while I was doing this. And I'm not the best aluminum welder, but you know, for an amateur hack aluminum TIG welder, I don't think I did too bad. That's where I got a little aggressive with the mill and caught it and it spit it out, but you know, let me pause you for a second. Alright. This thin piece right here that you see the bump on the back, that started with a chunk of something like this. And then this round piece that I welded to it, I turned on, cut off one of my mandrels. In fact, it's still in the lathe. But I need to get a parting tool. I guess I'll walk you over there and show you that. I don't have a parting tool for the lathe, but I cut in as far as I could with this thing, and then while the lathe was running, I used the hacksaw and hacked the rest of it off. But I got to trim this back up flush now, but I can still, there's still plenty of mandrel there that I can use for something else. So I didn't hurt it too bad. I got one heck of a mess going on. I've actually been working on cleaning the aluminum mess up, but I still got aluminum everywhere. I did clean up on the floor on this side, but I'm gonna blow the stuff off later today. Yeah. So let's see what else is there. I think that's about all I want to cover. Like I said, if I don't take on something, don't get mad at me. It's, you know, I've got a lot going on in my life. Plus, I've got 4 kids, 4 girls, and 2 grandsons, and there's always something going on. So, yep, that's why you don't see, you know, before I was pre-caregiver or whatever, this probably would have been done in one night, but I come out, I putter on it, make you guys some footage, come out, putter on it, make you guys some footage, and that's how it's going to have to be. And then other 3 saws I got to port. I basically got 3 saws to do that aren't mine, and when those are done, I'm for sure definitely not taking anything else on like that. I've got a few other things going on in the works as well, but I've got a 365 I want to build for myself. I got a 371 I want to build for myself, and another 372 that I'm gonna build. I got this 440 Arctic Cat motor. I got a port for my brother. I've never ported one of them. Oh, I don't know what to expect on that. I don't even know if I'm going to do a video on it. I bought a bulldozer. I don't know if you guys seen that, but I don't even have time to get over and dink with the bulldozer. And it's parked at my brother's house. And he's got a lot more time than I do, but he don't port. And he wants that snowmobile engine ported up for, I think, my nephew's go-kart. And so I guess he's already ordered a complete rebuild kit for it, and I'm porting it, and he's going to supposedly work on my bulldozer. Hopefully he can get it running, so next time I need it, I got something I can actually skid logs with again. Plus, I have the county did a whole bunch of work over there on my dad's property, and they widened the road and took a bunch of shit down, and they were going to haul the trees away, and I says, no, you're not, because I'm the, I don't know what you want to call it, caretaker or whatever. I have the say on what can go and what can't go on my dad's property, and I said, you're not taking the trees. I says, my brother burns with wood, I heat the shop with wood, and sometimes I sell firewood. I haven't sold any firewood in the last 2.5 years, I think. But I looked at it as that stuff that's out there that whenever I get a chance, that stuff I can cut up either for my brother or me to make you guys content on. So, in our old shooting range, it's just all the trees, they dropped them and pushed them back with, they got them all back there, and they're like, you want the brush too? I said, just leave, yeah, probably made their day, because I said, just, they had like a loader with a grapple on it, they were moving them around. I said, just drop them in their branches and all. I'll make you guys YouTube content cutting branches up too, I don't care. And when we're all done, we can just stack the brush up for bunny habitat. We used to stack brush piles up all over, and then when we'd go rabbit hunting, one of us kids would stand up on the pile and jump on it, and the bunny rabbits would run all over, and then we'd pop them. The good old days. But yeah, so I gotta port that thingy. I did order, oh, that's another thing too that's on the to-do list. This will be getting built sometime after the 4910. I still got my other 4910 that I'm not sure. I think right now we'll just leave it stock, so I got something to test and compare things to. But we got the 310 here that we've got to build. And now I'm just thinking, I don't know what I did with the cylinder that, oh, it's back here, that Wolf Creek Saw Shop sent us. I'm not porting this, but I will be getting the stock numbers off it, just in case if it runs good or whatever, that way we got an idea of what the numbers are. But I believe I ordered up everything else that I need for this thing, and then after that it's just a matter of butt tons of wash. And the only thing I'm missing on this one still is the air dam, and this one will probably go to that same tree service, I bet. He really likes these things for his tree guys, so we'll do it up, and we'll put that highway cylinder with no port work, probably just a muffler mod. I'll do a very mellow muffler mod on it just to get the heat out, and we'll put that into a tree service hands, and we will see how long that thing holds up, I guess, in a real world environment where, well, I sharpen the chains for that guy, so I know they run dull chains. So that's another thing too that I've pretty much cut back on sharpening chains. I got quite a few tree guys that are absolutely just irate with me because they used to bring me buckets and buckets of chains to do, and I don't want to do them. If I can get out here, I want to dink with my stuff. That's just the way it is. So I've blabbered on here for about 25 minutes. So like I said, life has most definitely gotten in the way right now of I'm doing what's needed to be done and what has to be done than what I want to do, if that makes any sense to you guys. So and I don't mind doing it for my dad. I probably, if I end up in his shoes, I probably won't have anybody that will do what I'm doing for him that they would do for me. So, but you guys take it easy, have a good one, try to enjoy. But I'll probably be back out here in 4 or 5 hours and probably dink with this some more. So you guys have a good one.